Hey, lovely people, back again with the mess desk this time. So I'm going to do something a bit different today, which might surprise some people. So for those that have watched my videos before, you know I have an opinion on a certain Mr. Holtz, and you know what that opinion is. I shan't go into it now. Go back and watch some videos and find out. Haha. But whilst tidying up, I discovered I have so much of it. So much of it. Mainly stuff that I've been sent by other people who send me bits and pieces. But I have piles of the little snippet packets. These are from the backs of paper pads. I have, God, these things. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I have all of these things, which I just never use, never do anything with. They just sit there. I've got paper pads. I've got a lot. So I've decided I'm going to do something with it. So this was kind of inspired by something I watched Tracy Fox do. And she didn't use Tim Holtz, she used a kit from somebody else, somebody's bits and bobs kit, and she made masterboards, and then she made tags. So I'm going to do the same thing, but it's all going to be Tim Holtz. And then I'm going to make a journal eventually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a journal. I'm going to use the backdrops because I've got backdrops 1, 2 and 3 as well. I bought those because they're one thing I do like. And I'm going to make a journal out of those. So there, that's the plan. So I kind of started because I thought I need some dry ones, and we'll make some. But here's one I made earlier. Da 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 da. And here's another one I made earlier. Da da da. And literally they're just the snippets. I started with the bigger bits, worked down to smaller bits. I've got tickets, clocks, you name it, I've got it. So that's what we're going to do. I have, let me find it, an underloved craft paper, not really doing much with, bit of a pad left. So this is what we're going to use. And we're just going to make a load of 12 by 12s. I'm not sure how far we'll get today. We'll do these. I'm not sure we'll actually get to make the tags. That might be part 2, but we'll see. So without further ado, let us begin. And so, trusty glue stick, it's all I've been using. And I've started with big bits. Ooh, I already took the top off. And we'll just glue and stick and glue and stick. And I'm kind of, if they've got rounded corners, I'm kind of just sticking them over a bit so that I lose the rounded corner. Because I don't want it. And then, because some of these are quite thick, I'm trying not to overlap too much. I'm trying to butt them up against each other. And I'm kind of trying to get a few big bits on each one and then work my way down inside. So I'm not sure, I might have to lift up a bit so you get all of this in. Hang on. Da, da, da. Out of camera, in camera, out of camera, in camera, out of camera. And if I put this one on here, how does that work? Excuse I, hang on. No, we need to go up a bit. So I'm going to go up a bit. There we go, that's better. So now you can see more of my mess, unfortunately. And it's only this bit that's mess because it's got Tim Holtz stuff thrown all over it. And everything else is kind of by the wayside. So I've done 2 which are fairly grungy. I'm going to do this one with a bit of colour and floral. And do you know why? Because I can. And because I wanna. And I'm just trying to, as much as possible, butt stuff up against each other. And obviously, where there's gaps, no. Oh, green. Oh, and green. And a rose, they need to go on there. As much as possible, I'm trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, as much as possible anyway. Lost my train of thought already, that's a good start, isn't it? Ooh, bit more green. And I kind of like that colour, so we'll have that somewhere. Let's move these to the side. I'm trying to stay in camera, but it's a big piece of paper, so if I don't, shout. So yeah, I just thought, because I was so vocal with an opinion, it was strange that I had so much of it. I was kind of shocked how much I had. I'm very grateful to the people that send me bits, and you know, I bought bits, and phew, it is what it is. Anyway, so there you go. So I thought I'd do something with it, just to show there's no hard feelings, because there really isn't. So, bringing the glue book. Hang on. Woohoo! Without throwing the lid on the floor. I do like it. It's good stuff. It's just, yeah. We're not going to get into that. I'm not doing that again. We're not having that conversation. You know my feelings on this subject, people. Don't make me repeat myself. And obviously, some of these are quite old, so they're chunkier. He obviously learned and got a bit thinner with stuff. Maybe that way. And then it'll go across, when we cut it up, it'll go across more than one. So my plan is, you can't see me gluing, but just bear with me. I just have a book, I'm gluing on it. Oop, and the pages are sticky already. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, any road up. How are we all? I hope we're all well. Ooh, a little bit. I hope you're all getting some crafting in. I've got quite a lot. Managed to get quite a lot done. Although after a stint at work, a long stint at work, I finally got a few days off. Well, a few days off. I've had most of the week off. I do love my rota. I have a very good boss who has made sure that, and for my benefit, he's done it mainly, because I'm only part-time, made sure that my days off are kind of punched up together, which I love him for. So it's very good of him. Let's just move that off a bit, because I don't want that rounded corner either. I want a straight edge, but I don't mind that rounded corner because it's overlapping something. Sticky fingers already. Luckily, I brought a damp rag, a damp tea towel with me. A damp rag, because I just have bits of rag lying around everywhere. So that I can wash my hands, wipe my hands, do something with my hands. Put it right down. Int corner. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, just look at that. I've got that sorted out, haven't I? Right, and then in here, that's what I'm after. There's some nice florally bits, which I like. And this, although it's a beautiful colour, it's falling to pieces. And I've got hundreds of them. It was a complete collection of Charles Dickens. And I've harvested all the pictures that I like. And because it was illustrated, there were some illustrations, some original Victorian illustrations. So I've harvested all the pictures I like. And God, I can't sort and think at the certain speak at the thinking. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that. I've harvested all the pictures I like. Oh my God, I've only just started and I'm losing the plot already. Let's turn it round. Do we have that one up there? Do we think? Yep. Yeah, harvested everything I like, and just now I'm using the book pages as glue pages because whenever you use them for anything, they just fall to pieces. And I use the occasional one, just have to back it on something because it's a nice colour. Like that. Then I've got that. Oop. Let's have a look. Oop, I've got that. Where can that go? Ma. Who knows? Who knows? This is where you kind of go, get on with it. Get on with it. But I can't. I'm trying not to overthink it. I'm trying to just plonk. But I'm sorry, it's not that simple to just plonk. Let's have a look. I've got a smaller version of the same thing. So yeah, there we go. I thought we'd just do this today. Just for something different. No. No, not florally enough. Buttons, pink ticket. Kinda. I might just put You can shout if you want. I can't hear you, but you can tell me where you think things should go. I'm open to suggestions. In fact, that one's going up there. So yeah, it's been a very nice day. I've just been sat at my desk all day. I've made a couple of videos, which you will see eventually. And it's that whole trying to get back into the swing of filming. And I seem to be at the moment. I'm not sure that they'll always post regularly. I'm going to try and take a leaf out of my lovely friend Dave's book and do an every other day thing. I think I just need to. That holds very right. There we go. Better. I prefer that. Yeah, I'm just going to put a bit of that on. I'm going to try and release a video every other day, but you know, you've met me. Don't hold me to it. I'll try. I make no promises. Right, I just want to take that end off because I'll use it somewhere else. Ooh, this is a bit prettier, this one. Where else will I use it? Will it go in there? It will go in there. Let's do that. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to end up just running out of things to say now, aren't I? I just know I am, because I'm trying to concentrate. It's going to get hard. It's really going to get hard. But it'll be fine. We'll manage. Maybe that one. I might come back to that. We might go down a bit so we lose the end, but let's get rid of the whitey bit. I have to remember that I was doing this earlier and I didn't have to think about if you were watching or not, or if anybody was here. So if I went off camera, it weren't an issue. Now, however, I have to think about these things, don't I? Because you make me. You terrible people making me. Oh, there's a round one there. That needs to go on my round pile. Over there, thank you. What's that one? Movie star. Should we minimate? Let's put it that there. I've forgotten what I was going to say now. See, concentrating. It's just I can't do both. Sorry. But yeah, it's been a nice day, but also a weird day. So I'll tell you a little something. This is a bit more about me. It's a bit more history, if you're interested. So I had a partner for a lot of years who passed away. Had cancer and he passed away, and it was sad. It was very sad. It was heartbreaking. But it was 26 years ago. He died 26 years ago. And whilst I think about him and talk about him and loved him dearly, I was listening to music today and just a particular song came on. not Not even one that's connected to him, but just the words of it. It's a trashy pop song called The One That Got Away by Katy Perry. And it just had me in floods of tears. I had a big old weep. Sometimes you have to, but a massive cry. Do you know what? I felt better afterwards, but it just, out of the blue and out of nowhere. And, you know, just goes to show, 26 years later, he's still a man, very much missed. And I still do that stupid thing of thinking, oh, I must, oh no, I can't tell him. So, but yeah, and it's not terrible. I'm okay now, and you know, had my cry. A big cry often makes you feel better. Get it all out. But yeah, I did kind of surprise myself. So, but I always remember somebody. Well, I always remember somebody saying to me, "It'll feel better once he's been gone longer than you had him." And do you know what? I was going to swear then. It's rubbish. It's not true. It never feels better. And it never will. And I'll always miss him. And I'll always wish he was here. And I know he can't be. You know, I'm not daft. I'm sensible. I know he can't be and he won't be. That doesn't mean to say I don't miss him. Yeah, he was an amazing man. He really was. Anyway, that's my sad bit. And it wasn't boo-hoo, whoa, with me sad. It was kind of, I'm telling you just because it surprised me. It was so out of the blue. I so wasn't expecting to have a big cry over Peter today. It really wasn't. Yeah, there you go. That's my news. That's all I've done today. Crafted and cried. Which sounds terrible, but not in a bad way. So, where will we put that bit? Maybe there. It means it's all one side. I want something over this side. I want something over this side. Maybe I'll just straight up the middle of that and break it up a bit because it's going to get cut up anyway. What do you think? Let's do it. Do you know? Let's just go for it. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been binge watching YouTube videos, crafting a wave to myself. Generally enjoying myself. It has been a nice day, all told. So, and it was kind of nice to, I don't know, allow myself to think about him and the memories and all that sort of stuff. So it wasn't terrible. So, but anybody tells you that it gets better with time, tell them to get lost. Oh no, I've just dropped my glue stick all over the screen of my iPad and it just slid all the way down. It left a big trail of oog. Ick. Ah well. How are we doing? Come on, off you go. Off you go. Thank you. Just need I don't know. Maybe I'll put a bit down there. No. No. And that's too close to that one, so that's not going to work. What do we think, people? Somebody shout at me. Maybe it needs a ticket. No, it's got 2 tickets there already. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm going to delve. Oh, maybe. Do you know what? Stop procrastinating and stick it down, Mr. King. Get on with it. So yeah, there you go. So I just thought, since I have so much of this stuff, and since I was quite outspoken about it, which I don't feel terrible about at all, because, you know, I mean what I said. I do like it, but, you know, reasons and all that. Put that there, just because I can. There you go. It's a bit more florally now, isn't it? Oh, colourful than the last two. Yeah. Somebody point. Yeah. It's my last bit. Go on, I'm going to put it over. I've got a gap there. I'm just going to fill the gap. I don't care whether you think it shouldn't or not, it's going there. There you go. And then I figured, ooh, glue page, get rid of that. Figured once we made a few and they're dry, I'll make some tags, but it's a good way of using up all this stuff that I'm on about. Ultimately, I'm making something pretty at the end of the day. I might let that dry actually, just take the worst of it off and then I'll proper trim it with a ruler and a knife when it's properly dried. But I just want to do this so you get the idea of a 12 by 12 square. And we'll see what happens. So, yeah, so what else has been happening? So, I don't know if I've told people this before, but my boss is also my landlord. I share a house with him. He's my landlord before he became my boss. And my friend. And he came on today to tell me that Ofsted are visiting, which is great. I'm glad I'm off this week. That's kind of pretty, kind of like that. We'll move that out of the way. We'll do another. Yeah, Ofsted are visiting this week, which is a big deal. For those who don't know, I work in a respite centre. Excuse me, I'll try that again without ripping paper at the same time. I work in a respite centre for autistic children. I love my job. I love the kids I look after. But we are governed by rules, and those rules are checked on and enforced, if you're not in this country and you don't know, by a body called Ofsted. And they check on us a couple of times a year. Well, depending on the outcome that you get, they check on you every now and again, and you are scored and get a rating, and it's basically how it works. Look at that was a quick one. Now, we're very good at what we do, I don't mind saying. In fact, we're excellent at what we do, to the point where we are classed as outstanding as a provider of respite for young people, and for the 5 years now they've classed us as outstanding, and they've had no recommendations for us to do anything, change anything or do anything better, because we're considered to be that good, which is, I think we're the only place in the council that has that. And so we're very proud of that. I'm very proud of that. And the young people that we look after. But they were overdue for their next visit, and they're in today. So there was a message went around in our little managed group WhatsApp saying that they had arrived. So my friend Chris hopped in the car and disappeared off, even though he's supposed to be on holiday this week. And I sat here and stayed out of the way because it's kind of a big deal, and it's quite scary that these people want to grade you on what you do, basically. And that's essentially what it is. You're being graded, and you're being graded, and you're being marked on the service you provide against their criteria. Now, there has to be a governing body. What we do has to be watched, because there are laws and legal things that we can and can't do. But this governing body, Ofsted, are kind of in the firing line at the moment, not because of anything we've done, but for other things that they've done and things that they've missed with other providers. And so it's a difficult one, because I don't know if they'll... It's difficult, and I don't know if I should say out loud, but I don't know if they'll actually be fair, ultimately, or if they'll come in with the attitude of, we must find something wrong because we've made mistakes, rather than just owning up to what they've done. But you know, it'll be interesting, we'll see. I am off until Friday, and when I go in on Friday it will be the day that we get the result. So we'll find out. We'll find out what happens. Hopefully we'll be outstanding again for yet another. Well, if we're outstanding, then we get 2 years grace, I think. So before we have to worry again about all this. And it causes so much stress waiting for these people to arrive. I mean, they're overdue. We've been waiting for them for a while. We jump through hoops trying to make sure that everything's perfect for them. But also, I mean, I have to say, hand on heart, I think we run an amazing service. I know I'm biased, but I do. I think we run an amazing service. Our young people are happy and also very lucky. But it's that jumping through hoops to try and prove that we're going above and beyond what we already do, and finding new stuff to do, and proving the point that nobody's terrible, because they don't, I don't know, they seem to come in looking for something wrong rather than coming in and going, you're an outstanding provider, show me all your outstanding stuff. It seems to be more of a, let's find something wrong. But anyway, so that's going on at work. I'm glad I'm out of it. Like I said, I love my job, but this is one thing I'm quite happy to be at home for this week. I'll just go in for the result on Friday. Which I know is terribly selfish, but you know what? Don't mind at all. So yeah, we my little respite centre is called Rainbow House, and that was the name chosen by the young people who stayed when it first opened. They chose to call it that, which I love. And I might post a link to it so you can actually see, because my pride and joy is the fact that the place is covered in murals. Almost every wall has a painting on it, and I did them all. That's what I do. That's my contribution. Is a young person says, well, just not my only contribution, but it's one of my contributions. Is a young person will say, I want a picture of, and they get it. So there's lots of arty stuff goes on, and displays and all that sort of thing, and they're all down to me. They're the job that I took on and the responsibilities I kind of agreed to as an extra on top of my daily shifts, and I do love it. Right, look at that, without even thinking, look how far we got. And now stop talking, I'm thinking. I'm thinking, oh God, what now? Too dark. Black maybe. I'm joking. Hang on while I'm just sifting through my stuff. Trying to pull out. I've got it everywhere. That's the problem. That's what doesn't help. Is it's just it's in whichever direction I go in, it's there. And I did say I wasn't going to overlap things, and I'm trying not to. So I'm going to try not to. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So that's my week and my day so far. What are we? Wednesday. So tomorrow's payday. Oh my God, I can't wait for that. Payday. So there will be new supplies ordered every payday. Chris takes the mickey out of me, and sort of get paid on the 16th, and then a couple of days later Amazon starts arriving, and it's like, it's always like that. God, you got paid, didn't you? Yup. So every payday I like to do a bit of an Amazon spree, or very good shop in York that I order stuff from as well, which is, it's in Yorkshire, but it's a bit of a hike from here, but it does almost everything Tim Holtz and everything in between. You name it, it seems to do it. And so I like to do an order from there, and I'm seeing the lovely Davy Wavy tomorrow, so there will maybe be a couple of other online orders, because we're quite terrible when we get together when it comes to things like that. And there are certain sites that we'll look at, like discount sites and stuff like that, where we'll do a little joint order if we think it's worth it and there's something that we want to get. So that's going to be my job tomorrow, is spending money basically. And then after that I tend to be good for the rest of the month. Well, I say that like it's true. I try to be good for the rest of the month. That's probably a better way of putting it. I try. I fail miserably. Trust me, I fail miserably. But I do. I try not to go mad for the rest of the month. And the only other thing that, God, that's a chunky one. But do you know what? If we ink, we'll take the top edge off. If we ink the rest, and it can go up there, and we'll overlap it. Yeah, I do try and be good. My only big purchase this month is, I said in one of my last videos, I am treating myself to a new printer. If you could hear some of the conversations I have with my current printer, it's well, it's not YouTube friendly, let's just say that. It is, I mean, in fairness, it's given me a good run. It has given me a good run. It's lasted a good while, but it's had enough. It's had enough of me. It's had enough of working. And because I do quite a lot quite late at night, it's got to that stage where it's very loud. It's like, so I can't print at night. And so I'm going to treat myself to a new printer, as I said, but I've decided, because you know I like the big tags, big journals, big pages. I am that way. Take the edge off, put it up. Yeah. I'm going to buy one that prints in A3 and scans in A3, and evidently, from what I've read about it, it also prints 12 by 12, which I just think is such a good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. So not only will I be accused of hoarding paper pads, but also I can print them, which is just a dangerous thing to do to anybody. But you know what? I figured I'm worth it. And you can disagree all you like. I think I am. So, yeah, so that's my plan. Oh, hang on a minute. Sticky fingers. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy an A3 printer. Can't wait. I am looking forward to that. So, oh, that's better. Glueless. Not clueless? Well, debatable. Glueless. God, that is a chunky one. I'm going to save that bit. Oh, how are we doing for time? Have I been at this for like 3 days? Oh, hang on. It's really difficult to have a steady hand when you're trying to hold it away from you. Do you know what I mean? This filming stuff is like a whole, filming and crafting. It's like a whole other world of, you have to learn new movements, and you have to learn to not stick your tongue out to the side and concentrate, but to talk, which is a bit I struggle with. But, you know, now and forevermore, my gorgeous friend Dave, his voice will be in my head whenever I do a video, and I don't think that'll ever go away. Ta-da, there's another one. Go in. Remember to talk, Brian. Remember to talk, Brian. Remember to talk, Brian. Right. Whoa, we're going to do another. I better check time, man. How long have we been doing this? Oh, excuse I. Well, I stand up. Ouch, creaky. Plenty of time. Oh. So anyway, there you go. So, and the other thing I was talking about in my last video was oh, other stuff I want to get done. Now that I've started filming, I look like I'm kind of, I have a list as long as my arm. I'm kind of inspired. I want to catch up with the Roxy's weekly challenge because I think I did up to week 4. So I've got, I don't know, I'm about week 10 now, so I've got 6 of those to do. I've got a couple of videos that I want to do for Corey Darman's junk journaling, March mass make. What else? See, my big bits have all gone now. Look at that. Wow, Mr. Holtz, you are disappearing fast from my desk. This might be the last. This might have to be the last one. What was I saying? Oh yes, I've got a couple of Corey Darman mass makes for her hashtag, and then I did allude to, I'm going to start a new series. I have a couple of kits. God, we need all of this on there just to fill it, don't we? I've got a couple of kits, one of Dave's and one from Chapter 1 Papers, that I love. I love both of them. They're both rosy, as in rose, not rosy as in rose cheeked. But one's, I don't know how to describe it. You'll see the video eventually and I'll show you. But I like them anyway. And they're, I made some journal covers. Not on a camera, honestly, because that would have been asking way too much of me. We've cleared a bit of space because we've used some stuff, so when we glue, you can watch the edge from me gluing. How's that? Yeah, so they kind of inspired a similar idea. So I'm going to make 2 journals simultaneously. So I am. I mean, yeah, 2 journals simultaneously. Am I going to put that sideways? I am going to put it sideways, but I'm going to put it the other sideways. And they're going to be a similar theme. In fact, well, the same theme, in that the theme essentially is roses and fashion, just different eras. So one's very, well, one's Marie Antoinette and the other one's kind of Art Nouveau period, beginning of the 1900s. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. So I think that'll be quite exciting. And you'll all get to see me making 2, apart from the covers. Like I said, I forgot, like, once I'd made them I was like, oh, I should have videoed that. But you know, there'll be other times. I'll do this one start to finish as well, so I won't make the actual journal without inviting you along. No, because I think it'd be rude not to. No, I'm going to cut that a bit. I don't want it all. Yeah, I'll invite you along. You can come and watch me. See my process and all that. See me create. Yeah. So that's coming up, and then what else? Well, I've still got to finish all my flip throughs. So my next flip through, there are some that you haven't seen yet, but for me, my next flip through are winter journals. So I have 3 of those to flip through for you, and then where'd the other bit just go? Oh, there. And then after that, 3 winter journals. That's done. Then design team project journal for Mr. Wavy Davy, for the lovely Dasher Dave, who, for those that don't know, is my little best friend, who I adore. And then after that, I've got 3 spring journals to show you. Again, 2 of them are design team projects for him, and one of them is Joey the card maker, because I bought one of his kits which I absolutely fell in love with and loved and made something out of that. So yeah, all that to come, lovely people. So I've really got no excuse not to make videos because, oh god, there's more. Hang on, what else is there? So I've got two, see if I tell you it might make me go dumb. I've got two unfinished, I've got an unfinished journal and an unfinished folio which are Vogue related, like old Vogue. So there's those, I need to finish those, so I might do those on camera with you. What else? I have, oh, and then my Japanese set. So the lovely Dave, again, because he's my bestie, is creating a kit especially for me. I requested it, and I wanted something which, once the project gets underway, will hopefully get released, and if you want it, you can have it. And there'll be a couple of giveaways and stuff like that. And I have, it's like a wallpaper and fabric interior decorating sample book, you know, universal term, and it's all kind of Japanesey oriental patterns, and it inspired me. That's what inspired me to do that, and I love anything Japanese anyway. And so I'm going to take that apart, take it apart on camera with you, and make some journal covers, and then use the beautiful kits that he's designing for me, or it might just be one big kit. We'll see how it turns out. And then I'm going to make something on camera with you, so that could be quite interesting. You might like it. I don't like the fact that it's got a bit of something else on the edge of it, so I'm going to trim it. So there's that. What else? Like I said, if I tell you, it means I might have to do it, and it also means I can go back and use this video as reference because it's all listed. Oh, hold up. I've got a load of stuff because I'm going to do a design team project using his Alpine kit, because I've got lots of ephemera bits that I think would go really well with it. Just coincidentally, wasn't on purpose, just there I got them, and I thought, as you do. I often think but there you go. What else? What else do we have? So there's that. I don't know, it'll be like 2050 by then, my fingers won't be working. What else have I got? Oh yeah, I've got a whole load of journal covers that I made, well, book covers that I made, which are kind of William Morrissey. You know I love William Morris. I make no apology. No, actually, no, I don't make any apology for it. I love William Morris. When I lived in London, I used to live next to his house. I used to live on the street down the side of it. It's now a museum, but it was his house in Walthamstow, in a place called Lloyd Park. I used to live just down the side of it, Car Road, with the lovely man that made me cry earlier. That I was talking about. That's where we used to live, and I used to love going and just looking around there. It's a fabulous, beautiful house. But yeah, I'm a big fan. And so I made some book covers using chipboard and covered with vintage wallpaper, and I've kind of, yeah, they're all in bits over there anyway. They need something doing with them, because I made curved spines for some of them. Some have got leather bound spines. Like, there's all sorts going on. You know, all sorts going on there. To put something under it first that's not got curved edges. That one. Yeah. So there's those to do. What else? Oh, I've got it's unconditional kit that came out at Easter. I've got to finish that. I started the lap book, and I love it, and I think it's going to be amazing when it's done. But I kind of lost inspiration halfway through, and I'll tell you for why. Shall I? Because I'm sure somebody's somewhere screaming, "Why, Brian? Why?" I lost inspiration just because I'm a gay man, and I like the men part of it, but the straight couples and the lesbian couples I kind of keep looking at and thinking, meh, I don't know what to do with it, if that makes sense. And you know, it's not a prejudice thing, it's not a I have any objection, it's not the whole world should be gay or anything like that. It's just, it just didn't inspire me, because it ain't my life, you know. And so it's kind of just sat and languished in the corner. But then I made a decision. I thought, why, I said to myself, am I worrying about it? Just make the boys. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's just going to be a boys in love, that book. And, you know, you'll either like it or you won't. Pfft, tough. I don't mind, because it's a project for me close to my heart. And then, what else have I got to do? What else? There's loads. Every time I look around, if you look over this way in my corner, one day I'll show you. There's got to be, I don't know, 150 journal covers that I've made. It's loads of fun. I just make them and throw them in the corner, and then just, you know, stuff never happens. Or they're handy to have, because every now and again I'll pull one out and think, oh, I can do something with that. So I kind of like it from that point of view, but they just sit there and languish. And I keep thinking, I should really do something with those. And so that's also part of my plan, is to do something with those. That's something else I want to do. Or I might just sell journal covers, you know, and just make journal covers for a living, because it's fun. I like it. What else have I got? I've got loads, you know. I have no reason not to video stuff and show you stuff, because certainly not for a lack of anything to do. I've got stuff coming out of my ears, she said. And so I should really just crack on and do, shouldn't I? You are more than welcome to tell me off for not cracking on and doing. I can take it on the chin, I don't mind. I might shout back at you, but you know, hey ho, that's just life, isn't it? I know I wouldn't. I'm not that person. Put that there. I have no idea. I'm rambling away. No idea if you can even see what I'm doing. Someone's going to go, you're off camera. The YouTube police will be on to me. I think I'm off camera now. I think I'm definitely off camera now. So we'll move it round a bit. And we'll go back up. And I know you can't see my glue book, and I'm not apologising for that, because honestly, do you really want to watch me rub glue stick over cardboard? Is there a need? Is there? No, there isn't. Next, maybe a ticket. Let's go over this side. Oh, perfect. Sorry, you might not have seen that. You just have to wait a minute. It was too quick. It was an instant grab and go. And you know, I did quite well, because I said I'm not overlapping anything. Yeah, I've tried not to overlap stuff. I've not overlapped a lot of stuff, and I have tried to only overlap. Oh, we're full up to there. I've tried to only overlap stuff that's thinner, because stuff's got thinner over time. I'm assuming. Either that or it's not all Tim Holtz. But even the cardboardy ones have got thinner over time. Or maybe he does paper and cardboard. I don't know. I don't know what he does. I'm not his keeper. Not what I want to be. He's got a Mario for that. I'm quite enjoying this though. I have to say, I am quite enjoying making Tim Holtz masterboards. It's quite good fun. Ooh, that's a bit dark and grungy. Needs to go somewhere, because this one's a bit dark and grungy, isn't it? That side or that side? Or that way? Or maybe we'll use that one. Or maybe we'll use that one that way. Dog, cat, box, axe. I had to think about that. axe. Oh my god, brain ache. Cut that there. I think I'm going to put that. I like that. So yeah, this has been kind of fun. And I just, we'll go back to the beginning now. I did think it was time I did something with all this Tim Holtz stuff. Because I was going to say I'm not a hoarder, but that's not true. I am a hoarder. In the same way that all crafters are hoarders. But I'm also usually quite good at using stuff up. I don't hoard specifically. So if you want to see me hoard, you need to look in my loft, which is my sewing area. So, and then you'll see what hoarding's all about. Got fabric coming out of my ears. And I will buy it, and I will buy it, and I will buy it. And you can't stop me. That simple. I just will. Nothing you say or do will change the fact that I will buy fabric, I will hoard it, I will love it. I go up there and look at it and stroke it and enjoy it. And you know what? I make no apologies for it. Whereas, I guess because I came to this quite late, Dave introduced me to this wonderful world of papercraft and junk journaling and stuff. And I love it, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining at all. I love him for it and for introducing me, and I love what I do now. But it doesn't hold the same, I don't know the correct term, hoardiness. I don't feel the need to hoardy as much. Fabric, you touch my fabric, I'll kill you. It's that simple. Whereas this is not quite as, I don't know. It's not quite. I'm not quite as bad with this as I am with fabric. So, right, here we go. It's another one done. And not only is another one done, apart from that and that and that, I've used all my big stuff. That makes me happy. So, I'm not saying I'll never buy it again or have any more, but it kind of, it's used up what I had, which I like. Let's just tear that one off. So, gluey and hickey. Right, let's just do that. Let's check on time. Right, people, we're almost at an hour, so I'm not going to do any more. I'm going to call it a day. Mainly because the next step needs it all to dry. So, et voila. Do we need to go up a bit? Bear with. Can you see the whole 12 by 12 now? I need to stand up for this. Hang on. There you go. It's a whole 12 by 12. So we've done that one. And we've done that one. And we've done a brighter one. And that's the one I'd done just a proof point before you got here. And we did that one. So, next job is gonna chomp them up. I'm going to put little bits on. What do you think? Right, suggestions in the comments. Either we put little bits on with the little snippets and then we chomp them up, or we chomp them up and then put little ones on. You can all have your say on that. I've got 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There might be more. I might do another one. I don't know. We'll see, because it's quite late now. I might just stop. Anyway, yeah, hope you liked. If you did, if you have something to say or this, I don't mind. Either way, yeah. Say something, say hello, say something. Down here, under there. Like, subscribe, share, do all the usual stuff, because, we're YouTubers. God, listen to me. The royal we're YouTubers. And it all helps the algorithm. I will answer any questions. I will say hello. I will try and answer. Maybe not straight away, it depends on my work, but I will try and answer. And I will speak to you all soon. We'll do another video. There'll be a part 2 where we make stuff. But let me know what you think. Small snippety stuff on top first and then cut it up. Or cut it up. Your choice. And I will speak to you all soon. Bye now.